Hi everyone, welcome back to Tea Talks. We got Sammy again today.
Hi.
I know we were thinking about a fun one this week, but we haven't had time, have we?
Been flat out, babes.
Yeah.
Flat out.
Flat out. I can't really tell you what we've done. Not much.
Honestly, not a lot, but I just feel
We've
exhausted.
been busy, yeah.
You think you're exhausted? Oh my god, darling.
Tell me about it.
Yeah, I know exactly what you feel.
Yeah,
like.
yeah, I'm sure you do.
Yeah.
Just organising myself.
Getting
the girls sorted.
Yeah.
Yes. We were going to film last night, but we were, I was really sad last night, and Sammy's got new eyelashes, and Sammy could not cry, and I felt like
I couldn't cry for like 24 hours.
Yeah, you can't cry for 24 hours because you can't get them wet.
Yeah.
So I didn't think we could get through it without crying.
No.
So we had to put on hold,
Yeah.
pause. Yeah. And then I'm still a bit sad today because the reason I was sad was because yesterday my old director messaged me, Shelley, and just said that my job had been advertised, which I don't know. I don't want to say it seems like a silly thing because it's not a silly thing. It's a really big thing, but it probably upset me more than what I thought it would. Yeah. So yeah, I was really sad about that. Like, just, you know, I think because like I started that job, I think I just left my marriage and it had only been a couple of months, and then I got offered this role that was a 6-week role. And yeah, and then I was still there like 6 years later or something.
Yeah.
And there's been a few times during there where I've like had to salvage it and like was thinking that, nah, it's not going to continue. And I know it's just been a lot of work to get it to where it is.
It's your baby.
It's my baby, yeah. But I guess it symbolises more than a job.
Yeah.
It was like my coming out and like getting confidence.
Your
and,
freedom.
Yeah, being independent, all of those things. So
it was a milestone for your life.
Yeah. And I guess, I don't know, like it is one of the biggest things for me in my life. Like I know maybe it shouldn't be because a lot of people, you know, think you shouldn't be so invested in your job or whatever, but I really was. Like my kids had just kind of got off my hands and I really had time to devote to that work, and I loved it. And yeah, and I mean, there's no way I could do the job. So you know, like there's, you know, you can't.
Well, I feel like it's just a reminder that you can't do the job.
Yeah.
And that, you know, obviously you're moving down a different path.
Yes. Moving on to different things.
To different things.
Yeah.
But like you can't, it's a reminder.
Yeah. And I think the other thing that upset me, which is really good news for the team, but you know, it hurts a lot that it's, in all of that time, like I said, I've had to salvage it quite a few times because we just didn't have funding, we didn't have work, and like I'd have to be saying to the team, just settle down and no one be kicking any KPIs today because we need to just slow down so we have enough work. Yeah, and we got through all of that and we never ever had funding, and then in my last year we got promised funding from like the 1st of July, which would be permanent funding, which was amazing, but that meant that the role could go permanent. And so all of this time I've been on a temporary role, which is neither here nor there because like I still had the job, but there's been times where I didn't know if I was going to be continued or, you know, so yeah, that kind of hurts a bit. But like I said, it's good for the team. Just a bit in your face for me and a bit FOMO-y, like I want to be there. Yeah. So anyway, I got through that without crying. So if I had done that last night, I would have teared up. Yeah, I couldn't even talk about it yesterday because that was just like sad. Yeah. Yeah. So that's why I was sad. In terms of my actual MND, it's been pretty shit this week. Hey, definitely progressing. It's interesting because I had a call from the OT before, just today, and she'd written a report based on what she'd seen of me over the last couple of weeks. She hasn't seen me for 2 weeks, I don't think. So there's so many things that she needed to change in that report from 2 weeks ago. So she was saying like I walk independently, but for distances I use the wheelchair. But just in this last week. I can't even get to my car park. I walk independently in the house.
Hardly.
Yeah. I don't do much walking. I do a bit of a waddle, and it's hard work. So that had to be changed. Said I roll over myself. I can roll over myself in bed. I can't do that anymore. I have to actually get out of bed, find the position I'm going to get in, and then sit back in it because I can't wriggle up the bed anymore. Yeah. My breathing
It's really shit.
worse. Yeah. Is worse. Yeah. So it's all been, yeah.
Not
good.
great.
No.
Not ideal.
Yeah. So
in other words, you are losing weight.
oh
Skinny.
yes, yeah. In other news, I've started losing weight.
Probably not a good thing, but
I've lost a couple of kilos in the last few weeks, just because I've got no appetite. No appetite's really interesting. You're just not hungry, and you don't want food.
Well, I'm hardly ever hungry, but I still want food.
Yeah, same. But this time, you don't want food.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it's crazy. Like, yeah. So, yeah, and I think that's to do with my breathing as well. How much air I'm getting. So, yeah, I'm getting the results of the sleep study.
Do you know when you're getting that?
9th of March.
It's like ages away.
It's only like a week and a bit, week and a half or something.
I just hate waiting for shit.
Yeah. So we're getting those results. I note they didn't say come back in for another sleep study.
So that's good.
Well, I don't know. It might not be, but
why?
Well, it might mean they can't fix me.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
No.
Might just be the talk being tricked into. Yeah.
Great.
Anyway, yeah. So got that happening. I went for the PEG appointment. You know, the tummy tube. Yeah, and I hadn't decided what I was going to do there. Really interesting is that when I got there, the nurse on that clinic is the one that I used to go to get tubes for Jack, my son, who had cerebral palsy. So again, it's another full circle. So sitting down, start to tell me about the tubes, and I'm like, I already know all this stuff. You don't need to tell me. Yeah.
Lucky you. Yeah. That you already know all this shit.
So I don't need the tube yet because my feeding is fine, but I need it. I need to have it and like make a decision about it because of my breathing, because I need an anesthetic to have it. So I would say my breathing is worse than the 54% it was last week. So who knows? So what I decided was I would go to the
anesthesiologist.
Yeah, go and see them and see what they say. If they say yay, we'll go ahead. If they say no, I just won't have it.
And your main reason for that is because you want to be able to stay hydrated. Yeah,
like I'm not too fussed on the formula. I'm more just don't want to be dehydrated because I hate... I drink about 3 litres of water a day. I've got a jug on the coffee table right here and I just am constantly filling my glass up. So I really don't want to be not hydrated because I feel sick when I'm not hydrated. So so that's probably why I was moving ahead with that. I'm not too concerned about the food side of it because I really probably don't want to be kept alive, you know, if I'm at the point where I can't eat, and you know, I don't want that to depending on my quality of life, but my quality of life is dropping. It's still fine, but like how quickly it's moving, it's not going to be long, and I won't be able to walk at all. I feel, and there's lots of things. There's lots of things that I'm not going to be able to do.
It's so fucked.
Yeah, it is.
We say that every episode, but it's just so fucked.
The more it progresses, the more fucked it is.
Yeah.
I think you need to sit forward because people can't see you.
You're right. Sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry, Miss Director.
Yeah, it's not good. But interestingly, out of all of those things that have happened, the thing that's upset me the most is the job.
Yeah.
That's really
that
affected
makes
me.
sense to me.
Yeah.
Because I've seen you fall in love with that job, and I've seen
Yeah.
you gain so much confidence
Yeah.
from being in that role, which again sounds stupid because it's like a job's
Just
a job, but
but
like,
it's not wasn't for me.
it wasn't.
It's so much. My job was so important to me.
That's really where you
yeah.
learn to come out of your shell.
My job and the gym,
Yeah,
like, are the two really big things.
and me.
Yeah, and like obviously my kids, but I'm
mainly
talking
me.
about me personally. The job and the gym are the two, like and you, yeah, like they're big things, and
Massive.
yeah, and some of the like my half marathons and stuff are big achievements. You know, the four.
Sorry, she's just dropped that card.
No, but they are the really big achievements that
that's incredible.
work and that are things that I just never
And
imagined.
the multiple up marathons over time.
The multiple 4. You're just jealous. Why are you taking the piss? Because I've done 4 half marathons.
No, I'm taking the piss because you're like, yeah. And my 4 half marathons that I've done, it's like no biggie.
How many half marathons have you done, sweetheart?
I don't. That's not.
You don't remember?
I don't remember.
No. Okay.
Sometimes I have really big weekends and I don't know what I've done. So
You may have run a.
I may have run a
You
half
may have run a
marathon.
full marathon.
I probably have run maybe a full marathon or 2. Yeah.
Yeah, sometimes. Yeah. Anyway, yeah. That's pretty much the week. Hey, we got anything else to report? Got some family here this weekend, which will be nice. Some visits as well. Had a few nice visits this week. It's really less and less though, because I'm just not really up to it. So yeah.
Is anyone watching Survivor?
Oh,
we haven't. Have we brought that up in?
Survive. Well, I've talked about it.
Oh
but
my
we
god!
love it.
I am obsessed.
We love it.
If you're watching it, tell me who you think's gonna win.
Who do you think's gonna win?
I think Chrissy's in with a chance because she's a bit of an underdog, but they're giving her a lot of camera time at the moment, which makes me feel like her getting evicted would be like really good promo. I don't know, but also Khan could win.
I think they'll get rid of Khan because he's got I reckon Sam, he's a big chance.
Sam? Really?
Yeah.
Or actually, I do
Because
have a theory.
She's not leading.
I have a theory.
What?
The twins. I think that
they're
they're playing
underdogs.
everybody. I think they know exactly what they're doing, and I think they're just going to swoop in underneath during the last little bit because no one's looking at them as a threat, right?
No, but
Everyone's
everyone,
like, whatever.
and now that they're merging, they'll want to keep them
Yeah,
because they'll want to get rid of the strong ones.
exactly.
Yeah, because they're
I
hopeless
reckon-
at challenges.
I reckon they're going to swoop in underneath,
Yeah.
and they're just going to be like,
Yeah.
That's actually what
Yeah.
I reckon.
We're loving that. The other thing that we're doing, I've been meaning to say this is another thing that brings me joy every single day.
Wordle.
Oh my God. We wake up and the first thing we say is
The first thing we'll look at each other and be like,
Wordle.
It's literally the highlight of my
love
day, especially because I am always beating Mum.
I'm pretty good at games, but I think I'm all right at Wordle, but you're really good at Wordle. Yeah, because if you're better than me, you have to be really good at it. Yeah. No, we love it.
Oh, love
And
it.
Ebony does it from her place and sends us what she's done.
And Ebony also watches Survivor and she's texting Mum the whole time
Yeah.
oh my God, it's so good.
What are they doing?
Yeah.
And the other show that I've watched is the making of Anna Delvey.
Oh,
I really loved that.
I'm still yet to watch it.
That took me a while, but I enjoyed that. And I committed, I watched a whole series, which is quite unlike me because I'm not good at committing to series.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm getting a bit breathless now because I got a bit excited about
Yeah.
Oh dear.
As we all do.
Yeah.
All right, but we might park it here.
We're going to park it. We're actually going to probably go to the pub tonight. I'm not up to it, but if I commit, I pull through. I do it, and then I'll have a bit of a sleep in tomorrow morning.
Yeah.
Yeah, which I would have done anyway. Yeah. Anyway, thanks for tuning in. I hope you have a good week. Make sure you tell us about Survivor, who you reckon's going to win.
Big happy birthday to Guavi.
Yeah, happy birthday, Gravi. It was also Ebony's birthday this week, so happy
was.
birthday, Ebony.
Shit.
So we're all getting old. All getting old.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll see you next week. Bye.
Bye.